Hey guys, how you doing? It's Tactical Tom with Tactical Tom Gaming. Today we got a little War Thunder BR 1.0 with the Germans in arcade. So we're going to go ahead and kick off with the PZ, the 35T, which is a reserve German aircraft. I can't talk today. It is a reserve German tank. I think both of the tanks we have today are reserves, but we went to go ahead and give them a try. I've got the tank set up with the armor-piercing ballistic capped round, which is, well, commonly known as the troll round. Even in these small cal tank guns, it's still a beast, and definitely makes the tank, I believe. There's really not a whole lot else going for the old PZ-35 here. It is Czech, which is kind of cool, a little bit different. But besides that, the armor is pretty weak. It's decently, goes along decently. It's got decent speed, but not great. It has almost no armor. Really, it's got a solid gun, and that's pretty much the gist of it. My crews are expert, but they're really low expert crews. So I spent some Silver Lions and got that done. But besides that, they're pretty much stock. I also have some of the Sabot rounds. I can't talk right now at all. I'm having a total brain fart today. The composite ridge. That's what I was trying to get to. Just in case. You really don't need them ever in, well, this BR, but I packed along a couple anyways, because this tank is mostly all the way upgraded as a reserve. The next tank you're going to see is not even close to being fully upgraded. In fact, it's completely stock. But we'll get to more of that in a moment. So right now we're going to push forward with the rest of the group here towards the objective and see what we can get into. I see them firing and attempting to mate with each other. Typical friggin' low tier arcade. Everyone running each other over and everything for kills. It's the same in War Thunder aircraft. Everyone's, doing the lemming train onto each other for one aircraft. You get 6 friendlies on one aircraft. But so I was trying to use them for cover and get some shots off. I did okay. Went to peek out again, and I'm going to take a couple more shots, or was going to, but I got hung up on this guy and couldn't pull back in time. And I paid for it, so I think that was an M2, the light tank, an M2A4 or something like that. They got a hit on me. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into the PZ-3B, which is another reserve. This is the new one, I believe, that came out in patch 1.59. It's got a solid little tank gun too. This one, I've got the stock rounds, which is the armor-piercing high explosive, which is a solid little round. I know now that it's a solid round. When I tried this, the tank was completely stock, and I'd never played it before. So I just decided to throw it in my rotation and jump into it. First impressions of the tank is it's good. Turret rotation's a little bit slow. The gun's solid. The gun is a winner. And it moves right along here, well, until you get stuck on walls like I did. But, hey, I'm a noob. What can you say? So, we're going to scoot along here. We knew there was guys over where we were at when we got killed in the PZ, the 35. So, we're going to go ahead and cruise over that way again and see what we can get into after I do a little tree trimming and take that tree out. So I wanted to be on the left side over here for cover, and I thought I had seen somebody over here on the right hand side, so I wanted to make sure that was covered, but I was covered from the front too. So we made it through there, and we're going to go ahead and push forward. So there I am playing with the replay controls a little bit. I'm shit when it comes to the War Thunder replay controls. I'm just really bad with them. So I tend to keep it on number 2, which is the view that I had it in when I was in the game. So it sees what I see, basically, which tends to work best for the replays. I don't try to get all artsy and craftsy, just try to get it done. So So you can see I knocked that guy out. I believe that was a PZ-35 too, which I one-hitted, and it kind of went just behind his, well, would have been, well, it is his front drive wheel, and took out his crew. So that worked out pretty good. Now I'm pummeling these guys here, and making quick work of them. So I was going to kind of hang out and see what else got going on here before we push forward. And this guy in the T-26 just came out of nowhere and put a round in me. Took out my gun breech, but I was able to get around into him and kill him. So I started repairing. It's kind of a replay bug, I guess. It doesn't show that I was repairing there, but I was. And this guy behind me wanted to get going, and I couldn't do much about it. I was stuck repairing my gun breech. So he had to chill out for a second until I could get going. So if he sees this video, which I'm sure he won't, since I have a grand total of, I think, 3 or 4 subscribers. But if he does, sorry dude, I was repairing. So wanted to go over here and start capping, playing the objective, since they had already had the cap and we were losing ticker points pretty quick. We needed to get going. So wanted to go ahead and get spun around here and wait for my extremely slow turret to spin around. And when it finally decides it wants to cooperate, wanted to push through, but you know, hey, brick walls, war thunder, you kind of get hung up a little bit. So push around the corner of the church here, where I had killed those original guys when I turned the first corner. And go ahead and post up here. So we put a solid round into him, right in his turret ring, and ruined his day. And I think we're going to go ahead and try to finish him off. And put another round in him, and wreck him pretty good. Third round took out his ammo rack and his fuel tanks. So that ended the game for him right there. Just 3 hits. At that point, I didn't really know, completely what to expect from this gun. That guy tried to take a snapshot on him and just hit a track, but a hit's a hit. So that guy, he had a really bad day. He suffered the same fate as the 35 before, and front drive wheel. It went right behind his lower plate and killed everybody when it blew up. So that's pretty awesome. There's my little buddy in the reserve British tank. He was the highest RP player on this match. He had 7 kills and 5 assists to my 8 kills and 3 assists. So he beat me in RP by like 100 RP or something like that. So that's pretty cool. We had 2 decent players. Or 2 really lucky noobs. I'm not exactly sure which. So I'm going to go ahead and stay posted up here on this corner and try to provide support for our cap here so we can keep it, going while we get those ticker points going. Ticket counter goes down. Push forward here. I moved forward a little bit because somebody dropped bombs on us, so I wanted to get a little cover behind the church and put some rounds into this guy at the same time. The floaty tanks that are all too prevalent in these low-tier matches now. And on paper, they look kind of crappy, but they're not horrible. They got a pretty strong turret. The turret face on them is 50 mils, so that'll bounce a lot in this BR, and it's got a solid little 37mm tank gun. And I don't know what I was doing with the replay controls in this, but it was kind of crappy. And I thought I edited most of those out, but apparently I didn't. And they were just sitting there, and you can see me derping around with the controls trying to figure out what to do here. While rounds are going all over the place. Maybe I'll get it figured out sooner or later on how to actually play the game. Or maybe I will, just watch the dust blow up around my tank as I'm sitting here fucking with the replay controls. And here we go. We got a nice little kind of panoramic view of the tank and the area. And War Thunder is beautiful. And for some reason, my FPS is kind of crap when I recorded this video. I'm not sure why. I was at a solid 60 when I was playing. But when I recorded the replay on Shadowplay, the quality just turned out kind of shitty. So you're going to have to bear with me on that. hopefully once it gets onto YouTube and gets optimized and everything, it'll clear up a bit. But right now it looks kind of crap, so I apologize for that. On another note, or side note, while we're sitting here waiting, I bought into the, watch this, boom, snapshot to the engine, put them on fire. But I can't secure the kill on that one. Alright, while we're off topic, I bought into the closed beta for War Thunder Knights of the Sea, I believe they're calling it. I'm just going to call it War Thunder Small Ships. And I got both the PT-109 and the Russia Patrol boat. So I'm pretty stoked about that coming at the end of the year this year. And I will definitely bring some footage of that once we get going on that. And see what we can do. Maybe I'll do a review or something. I'll try a review of the ships. Kind of a buy, no buy thing. But we'll see. And don't expect too many of those because, well, I have to buy everything with my own money. And, you know, between family and kids and everything, money is not just floating in the air. And that's another reason why I haven't been doing too many videos lately. The overtime gods at work have been kind to me. So I've been busting out as much overtime as possible since the wife and I are doing some things to our house right now. A little bit of a remodel. So I wanted to use the OT if I could get it. So hopefully we're going to get back to a little more constant upload schedule. But who knows? I'm going to try to do at least one a month and see how that works. But it's kind of one of those things we're just going to have to see what we can do here. And I'll upload as much as possible. But we're down to the last 1 minute or so of the video, so we're pretty much done here. I just left this because the Bodie McBoatface tank here in front of us looked kind of funny, popping a wheelie, trying to go over that wall. And that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and maybe you can be the 3rd or 4th subscriber. And you're getting in the bottom level of greatness. No, you're not. You're watching another noob with a YouTube video play. But hopefully I'm entertaining enough that you'll watch. You can also check out some of my other videos. I've got some Armored Warfare and some more War Thunder aircraft content, which is what I mostly do, but this was just a good tank battle, so just kind of jumping in, so I thought I would go ahead and give it a try. So I'm just going to let the video run out here, and hope everyone has a good morning, day, or evening, depending on where you're at, what time zone you're in. And this is Tactical Tom signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.